King Charles was in high spirits this morning on the way to Sunday service at church as he appeared to brush off his brother Prince Andrew's humiliation following the fallout from documents related to Jeffrey Epstein. The monarch, 74, was in high spirits as he walked to St Mary Magdalene Church on the Sandringham Estate in Norfolk after it was reported that sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell was ordered to search her phone and computer for phrases containing Prince Andrew's name along with the words sex toy and erotic. As the king walked to the church, where the royal family attended Christmas Day service with Prince Andrew in tow just a month ago, he was accompanied by friends including Lady Susan Hussey, while Queen Camilla, who releases her reading podcast tomorrow, appeared to take the morning off. Explosive court documents revealed how, following an order from a U.S. court, Maxwell's lawyers were instructed to scour all her electronic devices for any mention of the prince, other acquaintances of pedophile Jeffrey Epstein and a string of sordid words. These included Prince, Andrew, Duke, York, Royal, Underage, Massage, Slave, Sex, Nipple, and Dildo, according to the devastating legal papers. It comes after other claims in the documents that the Duke of York took part in an underage orgy and enjoyed daily massages at the billionaire's lair. Despite the revelations, and amid increasing pressure for the king to evict his brother from the 30-room royal lodge where he currently resides in Windsor, Charles beamed and waved as he headed to church this morning. He appeared to brush off the furor that has surrounded his brother's name this week, after a U.S. judge ordered documents relating to cases brought against the late Epstein should be unsealed. After Prince Andrew, who has always denied wrongdoing, was named several times in the papers, it was reported by the Telegraph that the king is preparing to stop paying for security at the Royal Lodge in Windsor, where the Duke of York currently resides. Fresh details of a hugely embarrassing search, part of a 2015 defamation case brought by Andrew's accuser Virginia Giuffre, née Roberts, against Maxwell, are revealed in a trove of 130 documents, totaling more than 1,300 pages, which were released this weekend. It is not known what the search uncovered, with Maxwell's lawyers claiming it was a wild goose chase. The case was settled before it came to court. Last night, a source close to the Duke of York told the Mail on Sunday how Andrew had been left reeling by the lurid new claims. He doesn't have the emotional bandwidth to deal with this, the source said. He has locked himself away in a room and has no idea how to respond. He's devastated. The furor surrounding Andrew, who is still eighth in line to the throne, shows no sign of abating after hundreds of documents were made public over 3 days. The court files were sealed in 2017 but published after requests from media firms. They included claims the prince knew of Epstein's sex trafficking, committed acts of sexual abuse, enjoyed daily massages and took part in an underage orgy. Andrew has vehemently and repeatedly denied all the allegations made against him. Scotland Yard last week said it would not rule out investigating sexual assault claims about Prince Andrew, while the release of the court documents are believed to have strengthened the king's resolve that his brother will never be allowed to resume royal duties. A string of documents released in the early hours of yesterday disclosed a bitter legal battle between Giuffre and Maxwell's lawyers over a 2016 court order that a search should be carried out of Maxwell's electronic media. In a letter to Maxwell's legal team, Meredith Schultz, one of Ms. Giuffre's lawyers, demanded that Maxwell's email and iCloud accounts be combed over, along with her computers, phones and tablets. Ms. Schultz then listed 368 words to search for, including Prince Andrew, his initials, P.A., and Clinton, a reference to former U.S. President Bill Clinton. There is no indication of any wrongdoing by Mr. Clinton. The list also includes words that are either sexually explicit or suggestive of abuse, including erotic, masturbate, servitude, juvenile, schoolgirl, and pedophile. Maxwell's lawyer Laura Menninger later objected to the vast number of search terms, complaining that running a search on Ms. Maxwell's devices of all 368 terms will take more than a week. She highlighted the difficulty of searching for common words like bed, lingerie, and bath, and the names of lawyers. Ms. Giuffre alleged she was forced to have sex with the prince on 3 occasions when she was 17, including in a bath in Maxwell's townhouse in London in 2001. The claims have been repeatedly and strenuously denied by Andrew. Ms. Menninger complains in one letter that Jeffrey had sent Maxwell on a costly, time-consuming and burdensome wild goose chase that has yielded not so much as a single goose feather. It is time to call off the hunt. The legal documents, however, do show that, to comply with the court order, 110 words were searched for, including Andrew's name and the sexually explicit words. The search led to the discovery of about 9,000 documents and messages, though it is unknown if Andrew featured in any of them. The latest cache of documents show Maxwell's constant efforts to find new women and girls to satisfy Epstein, including having threesomes with other women. They also reveal how Tony Figueroa, Jeffrey's ex-boyfriend, claimed Maxwell would call him to ask whether he had found girls to take to Epstein, and how Jeffrey, Maxwell, and Epstein were all intimate together on multiple occasions. Figueroa was paid between $200 and $300 for each new girl he took to Epstein at the financier's $18 million mansion in Palm Beach, Florida. In a separate deposition, Rodriguez told investigators that there were many pictures of Andrew proudly on display at Epstein's mansion, dubbed the House of Horrors. Meanwhile, in another document, Johanna Schoberg, who was recruited by Maxwell when she was a 20-year-old student, said she was paid £200 for every massage from the pair, which was increased by £100 when she did something sexual for Epstein. In her deposition in 2016, Schoberg recalls giving between 5 and 10 massages to Maxwell, in all of which the disgraced socialite was naked under a towel. Asked whether Maxwell was ever nude or topless by a swimming pool, Ms. Schoberg added, "I don't recall. She was nude when she went swimming in the ocean." Maxwell was convicted in December 2021 of sex trafficking and procuring teenage girls for Epstein. The financier killed himself in jail several weeks after his July 2019 arrest for sex trafficking. Prince Andrew did not respond to a request for comment.